Hey there guys, it's me, and this is the first time you've ever seen me do a video like this because I'm using a webcam. It's kind of awkward because I'm looking at my desktop as I'm doing this, but it's been a while since I've shown my face. And for a while now that I've been doing a lot of videos, most likely Let's Plays and videos in general. Like, I hadn't done, something off the headset or something to that degree, of course. I've been busy, as you can tell. And with the way things have been, as far as the house is concerned, things have been shifting. Good shift more than bad shift. As far as my real life matters, as far as my disability is concerned, still up in the air, and thought I had something in my pocket. Aside from all that, I'm still hanging in there. I mean, it's kind of difficult when you really think about it, especially when you're looking at glasses like these. It's kind of weird, but as you can tell, these glasses need a good solid cleaning. Matter of fact, let me show you. This is one. I have 3 sets of glasses, so this is one. This is 2, which also need a good cleaning. I have my lens cleaner right here, so there you go. And then here's 3, which pretty much needs a good solid bit of cleaning. I'm getting older now, so no, you couldn't tell. No, really, I am getting older. And being older means that I'm sort of being more sensitive. My body is being more sensitive now than it has been. More likely because I've been taking my medicine for my heart as well as for my cholesterol. And sometimes it just kind of like wavers back and forth sometimes as far as that is concerned. And for what it is worth, well, it is what it is. Can't do anything about it. I have been doing quite a bit of testing with how I'm going to work a webcam into the mix of videos I've been making. I doubt I'm going to be doing something as far as, stick it into a Let's Play or a stream. Not until I figure out how I'm going to fit said webcam into my streams and or Let's Plays. But I don't think I'm going to be doing that, because the one thing I don't want to do is I don't want to overwork myself for no apparent reason, just because I really don't need to overwork myself. I've overworked myself when I was doing volunteer work. And, well, you guys know how that ended up, right? So, hi, Mel. Because you see, my phone's right here. So anything I get, I hear this coming from my phone. And I need to put it on the charger pretty goddamn soon because it's on 56%. Yeah, as much as I would like to do more, especially now with the way things have been doing. I gotta take it in stride. I can't really do as much as I would like to. Not if I was in my 20s. If things had worked out differently when I was in my 20s, Or maybe a lot sooner. Maybe I wouldn't have put myself through this mess. And, well, you know, it is what it is. Aside from that, well, as you can tell, I'm still kicking. Which is always a good thing because, oh, hey, I'm still doing videos. I'm not so much worried about streaming because, in hindsight, I'm covering games that I'm still doing. Even some that are, say, more than, in a word, as the RCO would say, questionable. Questionable in the sense that, like, why am I even doing certain games like Nadia, Secret Blue Water on Sega Genesis and such? I said, well, I can tell you one thing right now. I'm looking on CD Romance as we speak. So if I were to look up, say, Nadia, the thing I would find on Nadia would be Nadia Secret of Blue Water, only English patch. One English patch version of Nadia Secret of Blue Water, and that's on Genesis. There is one on Sega CD, not Sega CD, TurboGrafx CD, but it's all in Japanese, and from what I can tell from this version, it is more like an adventure novel. An adventure visual novel, more than, say, what I've been doing as far as streaming is concerned. Now, I've been doing Kamikame, so, you know, every summer I do Kamikame. So that means I'm covering a lot of comic and anime games. So that's the term. I mean, I could have called it Kamikaze, but, you know, that name's been taken. I can't use Fanime because that name's been taken. I can't use Animazement because that name has already been taken. And I definitely can't use Anime Expo because that name is taken. And it kind of feels good in hindsight not to go to Anime Expo this year. Now, I hadn't gone last year. I think the last time I actually went to Anime Expo was like, I think, 20XX. That's the last time I actually went to Anime Expo. And that's long before, you know... Oh, no, I take that back. It was 2019. That was the last time I actually went to Anime Expo. I hadn't been there in like 3 years. I definitely am not missing anything that I wouldn't be seeing before had I gone this year. Or have I been going this year? I need to stop looking at that yakisoba pan recipe because it's giving me ideas. Thanks, 40. Thanks. If you've never been to 40 streams, twitch.tv 40 Warrior. That's right. Twitch.tv/40 Warrior. Go check out his streams because currently he's doing 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim. A game in which it has caught my interest because it is partial visual novel and it's 50% visual novel, 50% turn-based RPG in the style of FrontMission. So it's like almost real-time strategy, but not quite real-time strategy. But trust me, it's a hybrid all the same. Which is good because, you know, it's not bad. I think out of all of us in the group, and we kind of joked about this earlier. Like I said, the only people who are still putting up content on their respective channels would be myself and Ryu. Big's on hiatus. Mag's at work. 40 is putting up his streams, so therefore, that's one thing. He's just not doing Let's Plays anymore, but he's still doing streams, so he's still around. As for me, I'm doing both, so it goes without saying that when you do say both, not just Let's Plays, but you're doing streams, it's like it's like double duty. It's like Ryu and I were doing double duty. And it's on Memorial Day weekend. So man, let me tell you, Memorial Day weekend, shit. If anybody were to ever ask, what am I doing on Memorial Day weekend? I tell them the same thing I would tell anybody else. I am doing videos. If not that, I'm going to be on Pluto TV. I'm going to be watching some MST3K or some anime. If not that, I'm going on Crunchyroll and look at some anime. If not that, well, I got some anime I need to play catch up with, and that's what I've been doing. That's what I've been doing all this time. I just said, you know what? I pretty much have all the quote unquote time in the world, so I might as well just start watching some of this anime I have, and I have tons and tons and tons of anime. And let me tell you, the anime I have are like mostly old school. I hardly have anything new school. Because, well, my generation is that of 70s to partial 90s. I really didn't watch all of anything that came out during the 90s. So therefore it's like... Even what I got over there in my pile over there, I have like some anime that I got from last time, like the last known 3 animes I got. It's from Sentai. The one I just finished not too long ago was this. Seiseishi Dunbain, otherwise known as Ora Battler Dunbain. I just finished this not too long ago, which was this morning. Or rather, yesterday, not today. It's so funny, and the way I see it is, well, you can tell I've been playing a couple of games. And some I'm just going to sell off. Not because, they're not enjoyable anymore, but, somebody else can have it. And I can make some good money off it. Like, like you're probably wondering what kind of games. I said, well, for the most part, I plan to sell a few games. Not all of them, but just a few. Just make some money for myself. But for what I've been playing mostly, with the exception of this, J-Star's Victory Versus. You never played this game, let me tell you, it is so much better than Jump Force. Really, it is. Because Jump Force, as much as it had, character creation, the one thing that Jump Force didn't have. This. It didn't have this. 50 characters from 32 series. That's the one thing it didn't have. Although, I have to admit, the one thing that did work out was it brought out more and more series to the forefront than what we have now. Like, how many people have heard of City Hunter? I mean, over here. How many people have heard of City Hunter? Show of hands out there. No? Okay, then. You don't have heard of City Hunter because not many people have heard of City Hunter outside of, say, Jackie Chan's version of City Hunter. How many people have heard of Dragon Quest Dino Vulcan, otherwise known as Dai's Adventure? Show of hands? Show of hands out there? None? Okay then. I mean, there's so many. I mean, Kochikame. How many people have heard of Kochikame? Show of hands. Show of hands? Okay then. Just want to make sure, just making sure y'all were paying attention out there. I mean, I've been enjoying this game. I've been enjoying this more than, say, Jump Force. And let me tell you, one thing I do not like about fighting games sometimes is like, do they have to be a slog? No, they don't have to be a slog. They don't have to be like, say, like Dragon Ball all the time. They could be as wacky and wild as this. And have you seen my old video of J-Star's Victory Versus? Yeah, it is that wild. I mean, 50 characters, 32 series? Come on now. And most of them are playable, if not in the main campaign part of it, but perhaps in the other part of it, the quote-unquote free mode. Yeah. It is enjoyable. Let me tell you. It is enjoyable. I just need to beat that, and then I'm just going to, somebody else can have it. Another game I have been playing on my own spare time is Super Robot Wars Cross. Because if you're thinking X, just remember, it's not X. It's called Cross. Because the way it's like with the later games, the letters are short for something. Like, say, A was for advance. R was for something else. V was for voyage. T is for Terra. X is cross. And if we were to go to Super Robot Wars, we were looking it up on, say, Wikipedia. I'm actually doing this as we speak. Super Robot Wars. I'm just gonna run it off because we got the following. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Basically, was the first, second, third, EX, F. That's classic. Even the side story of Muscle Kenshin, that's part of the classic line. So if we look at it, we got Super Robot Wars, second Super Robot Wars, third EX, fourth Muscle Kenshin, Neo, F, at final. Or F means after. So we got Super Robot Wars after F, Compact, 64, Compact 2, Alpha Gaiden, Advance or another. I think what I'll do is Game Boy version was called Advance, and then there was the PSP version, which was called Another. So it's Advance or Another. So I'm just going to call the PSP version Another. Then there's Impact, which was PS2. R for Reversal, Devil's GBA. Then there's Original Generation. That's where we got Super Robot Tyson. Over here it's called Super Robot Tyson. That's where we got the brush for Super Robot Wars. So we got Super Robot Tyson, Original Generation. Then there's the second Alpha, SRW Compact 3, SRW Destiny, MX, GameCube, which was also for and then there was XO, which was for 360. Then there's OG2, Third Alpha, To the End of the Galaxy, Judgment, which is J, W, which is double, Original Generations, Original Generation Gaiden, Zone or Zodiac or Zenith, take your pick, Special Disc, Crystal, which is K, Neo, Link, which is L, let's see, there's Second Z, that's okay, 2, Original Generation, Second Original Generation, Unknown Strikers, which is UX, Operation Extend, Z3, Border Cross, which is BX, Moon Dwellers, Voyage, Cross, Terra, and what we have now is 30, which is the most recent one. And then there's been plenty of other games. But aside from all that, yeah, this series has been keeping my attention for quite a good while, and plus, it's good for it's good for my mental health. So that's why I've been playing Super Robot Wars for a while, because it's for my mental health. Kind of keeps me, helps my focus. Because these days, I have been having issues trying to concentrate. My focus has been elsewhere, probably because I got so many things happening with me that technically, really, it's just been like that. It's just honestly been like my mind has been elsewhere. And like to my friends, my buddies, they joke about it, but really, in hindsight, there's a whole lot of stuff going on in my head, around my head, and it's just like, shoom, 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 shoom. It's just been like, it's just been crazy. Not like it's a bad thing, but really, it's really been nutsy cuckoo on my end. Plus, like I said, I got a whole lot of stuff that's happening that I can't ignore or make light of it, especially when it comes to my health. I need to put some creamer in that. Maybe after I'm done with this, I will put some creamer into my coffee and then stir it. I'll put my top on this. Top. Because yes, I just came from 7-Eleven because got myself a big gulp. It's just mostly vitamin water that's in here. The beautiful thing about 7-Eleven. When you go to 7-Eleven, you find the good ones in 7-Eleven. Not all the time, but you find the good ones. And then there's some you just want to ignore like the plague, and most likely when it's around, say, 10 or 11, you just want to get the fuck up out of here. That's what I did. I just got the fuck up out of there. He's like, hey brother, you gotta... Nope, I do not. And if I had something... Because the funny thing they're asking me is, hey, can you get me something? I'm like, no, I can't feed you. I really can't. It's as much as I would not. Because that's just saying you're taking advantage of my kindness. I do not like that. I've been through that enough when I was a teacher. I don't need to go through that shit a second time. I've been going through a lot of stuff in my life, which mostly concerns being part of the community. Hindsight, I kind of wish, I got a little compensation for what I did, for my time and my efforts and everything else. Proper compensation, mind you. But 'tis not the case. 'Tis not the case. For what it was worth, though, I can pretty much say I'm going to get something out of all this. And for the most part, what I want to do after all this, after everything blows over, I want to do the one thing that I've been wanting to do for a long ass time, and that's go to a buffet. That's all. I just want to go to a buffet. I want to go back to the Jade Buffet in Compton, California. I will take the metro. I will ride that sucker all the way up to Compton and just say, oh hey, I'm just going to sit down, I'm going to enjoy myself, I'm going to just gorge. No, that's really the only thing that's on my mind. Eat. Like I said, I take a lot, for those who don't know, I take a lot of medicine, mostly for my heart and cholesterol. And the one thing that leaves me is it leaves me very hungry. But the problem is, I'm not hungry most of the time. But I have to make sure I do eat something. It is what it is, but it is. That's where I stand as far as my health's concerned. But at least, after everything that's happened, in hindsight, I'm still here. It could have been worse, It's not like I hadn't had, a heart attack before. Just most times, oh, it's a heart attack. I'll write it out. Oh, don't worry. It's fine. It's okay. Only because of, trying to shoulder it. Like, you're a man. You have to shoulder it. You're going to be fine. You're going to be okay. Yeah, that's what you're going to do. You're going that ism going around. Like, my ism is not like that. There's something wrong with me. I know there's something wrong with me. I've been living with this all my goddamn life. And guess what? I am tired of lying to myself. I must be some kind of idiot for not thinking, oh, hey, you should have taken care of this a long time ago. Yeah, you're right. Should have. Didn't. But it's being handled now. Rant over.
So, it's very, very easy to easy rant for no apparent reason. This is the one thing you always need to do for yourself, is always need to rant when the time comes. Forever!
There you go.
And that, my friends, is the reason why you always need to let it come out every so often. You need to vent.
It's kind of weird that I'm doing this on camera, which I hardly ever do. Which is actually go into character on camera like that. And most times when I'm doing these Let's Plays, you have no clue that sometimes when I'm doing these voices, it takes quite a deal of effort to actually read these lines and just focus very hard on the character I'm trying to emulate or what I have in my head. It is not easy at all trying to keep the character in focus, and at the same time, here I am, I'm picking up my controller and talking and saying at the same time. And so what we are doing is we are going to grind here, and then we are going to fight over here, and then we're going to advance the story, blah, 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 blah. Let me tell you, it is not easy being a Let's Player. Especially doing this for, say, since 2010. Yeah, I've been a Let's Player for about 12 years. Been on YouTube longer, since 2006. And for those who are wondering, for most people who don't know, my name, the name I use, the name I use for my YouTube channel happens to stem from my mom and myself. So for those who don't know, that's where it comes from. So most times, that's the only reason why I use it. Because it stems from my mother's nickname and my nickname. The 7 part is just basically something we just thought of. She thought of the number, like, well, you need a good number. You need a good number behind your name. So she said 7. So my Twitch name happens to stem from the year I was born, which is 1979. So there you go. I'm kind of considering to change up my nickname, but part of me says, nah, you shouldn't. And it's the same thing, like, maybe you should add a webcam. Webcam. You should add a webcam to your streams. Maybe more people will show. Maybe not. I'm not sure. But who knows? No, really. It's hard trying to be a content creator as is on YouTube, and even much harder on Twitch, because if you don't do these things, you won't get popular. If you don't play these games, you won't get popular. And for the record, you must play these list of games in order for you to be affiliated. Otherwise, we will not give you the time and day to get you affiliated. You must be one, the few, the proud, to do the following. You must play Call of Duty You must play Rocket League. You must play Overwatch. You must play all the popular games that nets in viewers. Yes? Well, guess what? I'm playing whatever the fuck I want to play. Okay? Only thing I could do is just say, hey guys, I'm streaming. Join me at twitch.tv/PookieIzzy79. There you go. That's all I can do. I could do the same thing on Twitter. Just say, oh, I'm streaming. Same thing on Facebook. Oh, I'm streaming. That's about it. Can't do more than that. Maybe you should rate. No, I'm tired after that. I streamed for about 3 weeks. It's 3 weeks. 3 days a week. You can tell like I said, I've been going through a lot. Stuff like I said, is going through my head. People are going to be like, you've been doing 3 weeks? No. But really, technically, that's what it does feel like. I'm streaming 3 times a week. I'm streaming technically 3 weeks worth of content. I still got games I haven't even beaten. And yet I've been just, been taking my time trying to get through Kamikame. I've been trying to rebuild my backlog of games. Or rather, games I haven't finished for my backlog, just to say, oh, this is off, this is done. Okay, next one. It's like, on the tracker, I can tell you exactly what we have on the tracker for the coming week. I'm sort of going to take a break from Inuyasha because I'm sort of low on parts, and plus, I'm still doing that godforsaken castle in which I need to finish. And I already have 15 out of 30. 15 out of 30 of these idiots lost in this godforsaken castle. And let me tell you, when you're going through a godforsaken castle in the world of Inuyasha, in the world of Rumiko Takahashi, you need a map. I kid you not, I need a map for real. I'm telling you, it's not easy trying to run through a whole freaking mansion and you're finding this key, but it's not to this door, but you have to go find this, and then you still got to go through all these battles, all these random ass battles. Now, mind you, like within 2 or 3 rounds per floor, I can level up at least 2 or 3 people on the go. But sometimes, part of me says I want to off-screen it, but part of me says don't off-screen it. As I take a break from it, maybe record something else for your backlog. And I have been recording stuff else for my backlog. Like, I still have Star Ocean till the end of time to deal with, and I'm on chapter 3. And let me tell you, it was a pain in the ass trying to do the following, which is put up with dealing with chapter 2. Chapter 2 was long. And then I just really started chapter 3. I haven't really gone back to it. It's the same thing with other games I haven't gone back to, but part of me says I should finish it just for the sake of finishing it. One of them is Tales of Vesperia. Yes, I know, people just groan when Vesperia is mentioned, but hey, I go by the law of Let's Play. I gotta finish whatever I start. There are a few games that have made me rage quit, but more than anything, I have not really, rage quit. The very few times I rage quit, they were on the level that I found a bug in the game in which makes the game unbeatable. Like, for one, Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth. Couldn't really beat it because, oh, hey, you need to have this certain level of Digimon in order to beat this boss. And the one thing I just didn't like was the min-max part. I do not like the min-max part. It's just like, ugh, why do that? Why do that? You just want to... Really, it's like, I don't like doing it. It's the same thing with, say, when I was doing Digimon World. The slog in the PS1 version is so unreal. It's like the slog was like, it's like, what's the worst thing about trying to do a Let's Play? And this is the stuff I'm sharing with you guys. In person. The hardest thing that you could ever do for a Let's Play, or the hardest thing you can ever run into as a Let's Player, is a game that basically kills your commentary. That's the one thing I never did like about certain games. If they killed my commentary to where I'm going, hi there guys, welcome back to whatever the hell kind of game I'm playing right now. I never say, I'm Pookie Izzy 7. I never say, oh, I'm PI 7. I rarely say who I am. Because it's like, if I've been on YouTube for this long, y'all should know who the hell I am right about now, because I am the same person who's playing all these godforsaken games. Yes, I'm the same person who used whatever means to beat the game. And mostly that's what I'm doing. I am using whatever means to make it easier for myself to beat the game. And if that don't make any sense, then something's wrong with you. That's all I can say. Just something's wrong with you if you're trying to think, oh hey, this is what you're supposed to do. No, you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to make it easier on yourself. It's about the same thing as saying, what are you on Twitch for? What are you on YouTube for? Are you here to... Are you trying to be one of those? Or are you supposed to... Excuse me. Are you one of those, or are you one of them? That's what it all comes down to. Are you one of those, or are you one of them? I'm just being me. Remember what YouTube's old motto was? Broadcast yourself? That's what I'm doing. I'm broadcasting myself. There's nothing wrong with me broadcasting myself. And there's nothing wrong with me playing a video game. Because I had to deal with... Because for those who don't know, when I started off doing Let's Plays, I went through Hell Night. Just like everybody else. I went through... I had those random ass trolls that show up and say, hey, you, this is what you're supposed to do. You're not a Let's Player. All you're doing is like, bitch, let me tell you something. Look me dead in the eyes and tell me, what am I doing wrong? If you can play a game much better than me, prove it. Really, prove it. Where's your proof? Huh? I remember when I did Spider-Man versus the Kingpin on Sega CD, as my very first and probably only long play I've ever done for my channel, I had an idiot just say, nice review. Bitch, this ain't no review. Bacano. No, really. If I'm playing through one game, I've done a one shot before. Hell, I did a one shot just the other night. It was called Berserk Millennium Falcon Arc, Flowers of Oblivion Chapter, otherwise known as Sword of the Berserk Guts Rage for the Dreamcast. Yeah, I use cheats because I remember how hard the game is without having healing potions on hand. The game can get very hard if you don't have the following: healing potions and your sidearms. Because there are some things you can get rid of with your sidearm. For the most part, I never really thought about using my sidearm. And plus, the game was all janky as hell. I went through that for 2 solid hours, regardless of Twitch being as twitchy as I don't know what. Because it just dropped my my stream just like that in 27 minutes. But thankfully what I did was I did the smart thing, which was record and stream. So if for whatever reason my stream dropped, I got the raw file I can actually put up right after I'm done streaming. So that means I don't have to wait for, say, oh, here are your stats for Twitch. You have streamed for a and Streamlabs. Here are your stats for you have streamed for a But you know what? The good thing is I gained 1 follower out of all that. I mean, that's the good thing about Twitch sometimes. You actually gain followers. Sometimes at a slow rate, sometimes an alarming rate. But most times, I mostly focus on doing, just playing the game. I'm not trying to. I mean, if I really wanted to, and this is really on and off the record. Yes, I've done a stream that lasted for at least 10 hours. At least 2 parts of a long-ass game. And that long-ass game just happens to be The Great Ace Attorney 1. And I have not done The Great Ace Attorney 2 yet. Because the one thing that I really want to get through in that game was the amount of talking. The amount of talking that so many characters had to do just to flesh out the plot of the entire mystery. And mind you, this is about the size of how long the document was to me. It was from right here to here. And all I'm doing is doing this. And making sure I pick the right choices. Because for a game like that, you need to pick the right choices. Otherwise, it's Because the game will say, no, that's not what you're supposed to say. You're supposed to say such and such and such. I'm sorry, you've been penalized. Wrong. Okay. So, aside from that, like I said, kind of feels good to actually just get it all out. I haven't done something like this in a long time. You haven't seen my face. You haven't seen me be so animated like I've been for this long a time. And on that note, had to get it out. Like I said, vitamin water, and on top of that, I'm gonna put something in my coffee. And for those who are asking, would I be doing cooking videos again? So, well, most likely. Like I said, I don't know how I'm going to fit in a webcam for all this because, like I said, this is probably my first webcam video that I've actually ever done. And we all remember how it all started with me being on camera like this. For those who don't know, if I can actually feel around for it. My hands are close. No, that's not it. Those are some old keys. Ah, here we go. I got a little gift, or a little something that you've not seen before. This is the camera I've been using since my early years on YouTube. This is the camera I had used when I was going to AX and when I was doing cooking videos, as well as videos like these. Let me tell you, it has not been easy trying to do something like that, even with a mini tripod. And let me tell you something else. It's not easy trying to sit on a stool like this. But hey, I manage. I will eventually get myself a chair. When the time's right, but at least I am actually trying. I mean, that is the one thing I have been doing this entire time, which is showing you what's been happening with me. Showing you exactly what's been happening with me. Because, like I said, a lot of things have been going on with me, within me, here, and here, and here. And I'm being perfectly honest about myself. I can only say, yeah, there's something wrong with me. Something's been wrong with me for years. But I've been living it this entire time because, not many people pay attention to people like me. Because they think, oh, there's nothing wrong with them. Like, no, there's something wrong with me. You just can't see it. Something's always going on with me. I'm a walking RNG. Technically, I've been living with a disability all my life, so therefore it does make me a living RNG. My body is basically just that, an RNG. Sometimes I feel good, sometimes I don't feel good. Sometimes I feel like I want to record something, other times I don't want to feel like I want to record something. And other times when I want to record something, I look at the time and I just say, you know what, fuck it, I don't feel up to it. Even with the last couple of videos I've done for a new Gundam Breaker, it's just been, it's like one take after another. And when you're trying to do one take after another, oh my god, it gets nutty. Especially when it comes to, say, some 3-on-3 battles. Some 3-on-3 battles become like you're trying to think of something to say, but you can't really say anything because you're just doing this. And yet, part of you is just thinking, As a Let's Player, you gotta talk. No dead air. Sometimes, if not most times that I'm doing videos, it's like that. It becomes to where you don't know what to say. And you're just listening to the music. And you're in that zone. And when you get to that zone, also, oh, hi. I'm sorry. I'm busy trying to do this, and we've all been there. We've all been in that zone to where it's like, oh, hey, I'm still grinding. One thing I hardly ever do, and that's when there's a game that I feel like I need to grind, I don't do it on camera. I always do it off camera. I mean, I do have a couple games that I plan to do, as well as there's like a couple of reviews I had to do. Definitely one review I will eventually want to do. Did I put that? Did I put that down somewhere? Oh, it's right in front of me. The one, like I said, my mind's everywhere. Like I said, I will do this pretty soon. I will cover this series because, for one thing, it is a Tomino. It is done by Yoshiyuki Tomino, the man behind Gundam, Ideon, Wolf's Rain, and a handful of others. So I plan to cover this. Plan to give it a good one. I plan to give this a good once over. Once I feel I got something in mind to say about it. I feel once I'm done with Cross, I'm going to go into Terra. As far as what I'm going to be doing for this week coming in, I will probably either continue with Nadia or I do have something I want to break out on stream, and it's something a little different than Nadia. I think that's what I'm going to do for this week coming in. I'm going to say I'm going to take a break from Monday stuff and Wednesday stuff. And usually Wednesday what I do is, Super Robot Wars on Wednesday. So instead, I'm going to do the Lego games. Well, actually one I've been working on, which is what you've been seeing on the channel. Basically, Lego Marvel Avengers for PS4. And I'm just going to do the DLC missions. And hopefully, nothing weird will happen while I'm streaming, because when streaming on PS4, I don't know. Connection's been kind of funky, or not, or probably I don't know what's been going on with Twitch lately, and I don't fucking care. I mean, where I am, you see where I am. I mean, this is my room. I mean, I have a lot of things hooked up. I got my printer over there, and I got my PS4 right here, and my computer. It's all set up right here. So, I'm on this thing like not every day, all day. I am here. I am doing videos. And that's usually after hours. After I'm done with, say, hanging out with my friends. And whatnot, and going through Twitter, replying to stuff, sharing, sharing my thoughts about usually video games and the like. I don't check out Reddit anymore. I really don't. Or Facebook. Because, it's Facebook. I mean, not many people go on Facebook, and if they do, it's like mainly, "Hey guys, have you seen that thing? Have you seen this?" No. Why? Do you want me to say this? Why? Is this weird to you? No, I just want to know. It's like, no. It's just the most stupidest things you had to deal with every almost goddamn day. It's like if I were to go on Facebook. I'm checking Facebook as we speak. If I were to go on Facebook and I'm like, "Hey guys, I got a question. What do you think is, who was your anime crush? Hello, I am doing this." Like, please stop. It's like, please, people, stop. "Oh my god, I enjoyed this anime." That's nice. Wait, you don't understand. No, I do, okay? Just chill, okay? You like your anime, shut the fuck up. That's nice. You like your anime. That's good. That's okay. just don't be all weirded out about it, okay? You're okay. Just shut the fuck up. Hey, that's the shit that goes on. That's the shit I had to deal with sometimes in my head. Like, you people, you never grown up on anime, have you? You just on the late freight. You're on the 40-year late freight. Where have I not seen an anime for? Oh my god! Like, please stop. It's like, if you, I don't know, open your eyes, son, daughter, person, it, Adams, whatever the fuck you is. If only you would open your eyes and see. Seriously. I better stop doing that. That's crazy. That's all you need to know. You need to open your eyes. You need to be awakened. You need to be awakened, my child. Anyway, I've been going on for about a whole hour now, going through the silly shit I deal with. I mean, this is what I really deal with sometimes when I'm looking at stuff on Twitter. This is me. This is me. That's all I'm doing after hours. If I'm not typing up, if I'm not working on videos, I'm just like, that's all I'm really doing. Or I am recording a couple of videos, but I'm doing it for the week. So I'm doing, like, say a week worth of videos for 9 o'clock. Because whenever I do a Let's Play, it's either going to be showing up on 3 different times. I say 3 because I have something for the morning. Then I have something I have something for, say, 12 and 9. So that's morning. Like those who can catch time to find the first one, good. Then there's the 9 a.m. one, that's good. Sometimes it'd be like 2 Let's Plays and a stream. So it's always going to be 2 Let's Plays and a stream. Because like I always state, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday I stream. And that's usually around 4 or 5 o'clock my end, because Pacific, I'm on the West, till 7 or 8, except for maybe, on the weekends. And I go a little bit over time. I try not to go over time, but if it happens, it just happens. And it's like if I'm in too deep, I just might as well just get it over with. Just go through it and get it over with, and just keep myself talking. But like I said, I'm taking a break from the Ace Attorney games, and I'm gonna probably take a break from Nadia, because oh my god, from the first part. Oh, I didn't mind stage 1. It's when you get to stage 2, that's when the shit just gets mind-numbingly bad, especially when you go through the cave. I went through the cave, my ears like, mm-mm. And I don't blame the fellas for leaving, because I'm like, I'm done with the stage. Like, I can't deal with this, because it's like my ears are just going. It's just going. I mean, the entire time. That's all I'm feeling. My ears just going. Stop, 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 stop. That's all I can hear. Like my ears just saying stop, 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 stop. This feels more like a vlog than anything else, but it feels more like it was behind the scenes. This is more like the stuff that goes through my head behind the scenes of what I'm playing or what I'm doing after hours when I am recording or when I'm not recording. This is what I go through every day outside of what I deal with on a daily basis. And that's usually dishes. If not that, I'm going outside. Doing what? I don't know. Taking trash out. But that's about it. Or whatever else that needs to be done. That's all I'm doing. I can't do much, so therefore I am limited to what I have in front of me. But that's okay. The only thing I could do is live my life the best way I can. I mean, that's all I can do. I feel better. How about you? Right? Right. Anyway, I think I've talked long enough for this video. So, next time we see each other, it will either be on stream, or most likely it will be, well, I don't know when. But I'm pretty sure next time we see each other, it'll probably be something else. But more than likely, I will be working on some more new Gundam Breaker, and I got a pretty good number of reviews I need to go through, a couple of anime I need to watch, and on top of that, what I also need to do is most likely prepare for what will be happening this week. And mentally and physically, I need to do that. So, until next, whatever the hell I feel like playing, streaming, and whatsoever. I've been the Tenkaichi of gaming, PI7. Y'all know me better as Izzy, and I will see you next time with whatever the hell I'm going to be doing. So, for those who want to know, you can pop by my streams. Like I said, I stream almost every evening, 3 times a week. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. 5 p.m. my time. 7, 8 Central and Eastern. Okay? Okay. So, till next time. The Tenkaichi has spoken, and I am out. Later.